Hi everybody and welcome back to my show, and I'm the Crypto Mom. Well, today I wanted to do kind of a special episode because I honestly believe that right now is a good time to get into cryptocurrency. And I'll tell you why. Because, you don't want to get into markets at the high, right? You don't want to buy high and sell low. You want to buy low and sell high. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, for some of us, there was a market dip this weekend that pushed us below the $300 billion mark. In fact, if we look at CoinMarketCap right now, and I refresh the page, we are sitting around $296 billion with a Bitcoin dominance of 39.2%. We don't like to see Bitcoin dominance go up, because what that means is that people are afraid, somewhat of the market. So they're going to a safer place like Bitcoin and staying away from the more volatile altcoins. I'll have to admit, last night, when the dip was really bad, I bought some 0x coin myself. I've been watching it for a while, and it went all the way up to almost $2, and I bought it for about $1.03 or something like that. So that's the idea. You want to buy low and sell high, because I think 0x might be a good swing trade. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is never financial advice. I'm just one mom talking about cryptocurrency. Anyway, so going back to CoinMarketCap, if you take a look at this, what I want to do is I want to show you that if you want to get into cryptocurrency, it's your choice. I want to give you a quick guide on how to do that and how easy it actually is, and that right now is a good time. Another thing to support that is that if you look at the global market and you look at Bitcoin over the year, or cryptocurrency in general over the year, you'll see you were at a peak around $819 billion in January of this year. But now we are all the way down to about under $300 billion. We've basically taken a $500 billion haircut, or a $500 billion down market, right? So you want to ride the elevator up, not ride it down, or crash going down, right? So anyway, that's why I think if you want, cryptocurrency is a good place to get into. My other theory, which I hold on to very strongly, is that people keep talking about institutional investors. They keep talking about mainstream adoption. Well, right now, cryptocurrency, to most of my friends and other people, seems like a little bit of a nerdy thing. Still, I saw something like very, very few people really understand cryptocurrency. They may, of course, heard of Bitcoin, but they have not heard of Ethereum and other alternative coins. And and also, when people talk about mainstream money or institutional money, you're talking about Generation X. You're talking about baby boomers. You're talking about older people like me. Not the millennials pouring money into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency because they believe in it, right? So if you're watching this video, you probably have an idea of what cryptocurrency already is, or at least what Bitcoin is, which is the big decentralized currency, right? It's not government backed. It's not fiat like the dollar, and it is considered a speculative market right now. Remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I wanted to go over the fact that I believe it is a good time, if you want to dip your toe into cryptocurrency, to do it now. And going back to that, one of the first things I always say is to look at CoinMarketCap, right? You need to start looking at CoinMarketCap because you need to be able to navigate and use the wonderful tools that CoinMarketCap is. I have a more in-depth video about CoinMarketCap that I think is pretty good if you want to look in my my video list. But anyway, so let's go back to that is why I think it is a good time to buy cryptocurrency now. And there's this thing called the falling knife. People don't want to try to catch the falling knife because we don't know exactly when the bottom is, right? But I kind of have been using a strategy of buying a little bit on the way down. So if I have some money set aside, I actually bought some last night, and if it falls further, I'm going to buy a little bit more, because the technology hasn't changed. People are getting more interested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, and there's a lot in the space, and of course it's going to be unpopular with banks and people like that because they want to keep your money in the banks, in the institution, with the middleman, right? So what the beauty of cryptocurrency is that you have control of it yourself. It's a public ledger. So going back to that, I created this little PowerPoint, and I just wanted to say, is it time? Is it time to get into cryptocurrency? And I'd say getting in on the dip is a good time. Not financial advice, but this is a good time. Buying your first cryptocurrency, brought to you by the Crypto Mom. So if we go through this, I kind of wanted to break it down for you, getting started, that, if you want to get into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, you can get into with $50, $100. I personally am hedging against my 401k with cryptocurrency. I think that cryptocurrency will be a better return at the end of the day than the 401k. In fact, I'm not shilling it or anything, but I have been telling my friends that Pundi X is a cryptocurrency, an alternative currency, which means it's not Bitcoin, that is wanting to make buying cryptocurrency as easy as buying a bottle of water, right? So with that being said, if that is the case, then adoption can happen, and a lot of people get into the space. What Pundi X also does, going back to that banking example, is that they give you 7% free. That's 7% free of what you hold, in your wallet as an airdrop every month until January, I believe, and then the amount decreases to 2%. 7% of quote unquote free money, is way better than any savings account or CD could offer you right now if you look at regular banking. I challenge you to find a bank that will give you 7% month to month. It's not going to happen because, I know because I've done my research. Anyway, so going back to this, all you need to get started is, a little money that you can forget about, right? Because you can't be checking it every single day or every 5 minutes because it's going to make you crazy. And you need a checking account or a debit card, and you need an entry point like Coinbase. I'm going to use Coinbase. Coinbase is an exchange, and you can only buy about, I think you can only buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and there's a US wallet on Coinbase. So it's limited, but it's a good start to if you're going to start somewhere, right? Anyway, so the steps to getting started. The first thing you do is log into coinmarketcap.com and you sign up for Coinbase. And then if you want to send your money to an exchange, and this might be a little bit too advanced for some people, but I think it's important just to start holding cryptocurrency if you're interested, especially now because it's such a low point, and that most likely we are going to go up, is because we have gone up, several times, after they felt like cryptocurrency or Bitcoin had died. So there are exchanges like Bittrex, Binance, and KuCoin. I actually, full disclosure, have an account on all of these, and I'll leave links below for you to sign up if you'd like on one of those exchanges. And then the part that I feel like a lot of people don't say is you need to download something like Blockfolio or Delta Portfolio app from your app store on your smartphone, so that you don't have to keep logging into the exchanges to see kind of where you're at. You can actually check it from your smartphone, which I think is a much easier way to do. So assuming that I've logged into Coinbase and I've created my account, it takes a few days to get verified, but the first thing on the dashboard you'll see is your portfolio. Well, in this example, I'm saying it's 0 because, with the magic of Photoshop, I'm saying 0 because I don't want you to know exactly how much is in my account right now. But anyway, so say it's 0 the first time you log in. And if you put your debit card in or your bank card, you'll see that let's say we want to buy Ethereum. The reason why I'm doing the Ethereum example is because Ethereum has a little bit lower fees, and also to me it seems to transfer better, and it's your first step into decentralized exchanges. We can get into that in another video. But anyway, so if I choose buy or sell and I want Ethereum, I can enter an amount of Ethereum that I want to buy, and using my debit card, which is an instant buy. So I can choose that, and it gives me the current rate of Ethereum. One misconception that is very important is that you do not have to buy one whole Bitcoin. Most people cannot afford it even at this price, at $6,700. I personally can't buy 1 or 2 or 10 Bitcoin at this price. And you don't need to buy an entire Ethereum coin, which is around $500. You know, you can buy half, a quarter, or whatever of those and move it to the exchange. So anyway, that is buy or sell, and we choose Ethereum. And once we choose what we want to buy and they take out the fees, you'll see when you go back onto your dashboard what the amount is in your account. That's what you should see if you purchased it and it went through. You'll see the money in your dashboard. What I wanted to go back to saying here is that if you want to send your Ethereum from Coinbase to an exchange such as Bittrex, Binance, etc., excuse me, this is how you do it, okay? You go in and you click it and you go to the send under accounts. So I see dashboard, buy or sell accounts. You choose the account setting, excuse me, and you go to send. And then this pop-up will come up and you will put your Ethereum address from Binance into this and show how much you want to send. You want to send half of it, all of it, or whatever. Excuse me. But anyway, and I wanted to show you that here, if you go into Binance, I'm already logged into my Binance account and you want to deposit the money. This is the address that you want to copy and you want to go in and paste into your Ether wallet address, and then you hit send. And that is how you send your cryptocurrency from Coinbase to an exchange such as Binance or Binance or KuCoin or Bittrex or whatever. Now, going back to this that I wanted to share with you in CoinMarketCap is that it is at a low. You know, we are at, I believe, a good time. And now, armed with your first method of buying cryptocurrency, I mean, you can buy it and just leave it in your wallet, right? You can actually buy it and leave it in your wallet by just purchasing it, and then when you go back to check, you know, it's just this. All you'll see is this, is the amount that you bought. And let's zoom in here for a second. It's that simple that you'll see just the amount that you bought. And that's it. That's how you monitor it. But that what I was talking about Blockfolio and about Delta Blockfolio or Delta Portfolio Tracker is that those are ways that you can monitor without having to log into Coinbase or whatever, you know, the Binance, Bittrex, whatever your exchange, if you put your coins on there. But that, my friends, is how you buy your first bit of cryptocurrency. In that example, you know, I bought Ethereum. You can buy Bitcoin. Again, you can buy Bitcoin Cash and you can buy Litecoin. And remember, a very important thing for me to emphasize for you is that you go from Coinbase crypto to whatever exchange crypto. So if you're going Ethereum, if you bought Ethereum and you're sending Ethereum, make sure you pull the Ethereum deposit address on your exchange account. Or Bitcoin, if you want to go to, if you bought Bitcoin and you want to send Bitcoin to your exchange account, remember, Bitcoin to Bitcoin, Ethereum to Ethereum. And that's pretty much, you know, all you have to know to send to an exchange account. Anyway, so going back to the market, you know, there's not really a reason why. I mean, people talk about, you know, some investigation that's going on in some of the American exchanges that is the reason for the market falling. You know, but there's no definitive reason why the market is falling, right? You know, but, you know, you can kind of do your research, you know, if you look into it and you go into here, you know, there's some headlines, you know, you know, of why you know, things may be plunging. You know, I think CoinRail was just it's an exchange and it was just recently hacked. But remember, you know, I've seen cryptocurrency bounce quite a few times, right? So you definitely, if you're interested in the space and you're interested in cryptocurrency, you know, somewhere down here is a better time to buy than somewhere up here. Anyway, I hope that this video is helpful for you, and I'm just trying to get you a guide, you know, and an unbiased opinion on, you know, cryptocurrency. Well, I mean, I guess I am biased because I do hold a lot of cryptocurrency, and I'm very interested in it. But, you know, anyway, this is just a simple guide how to buy your first cryptocurrency. And if you're wondering, is it time after looking around the market? It may be time now since we have had a dip. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.